Hello student, welcome to the VBPS e-learning classes. Children, I am your SST teacher. In the last video, I have explained you about the geography first chapter, that is the resources, in which I have explained you about the resources, what are the parts of the resources. Then I have also explained you about the natural resources and including the division on the basis, of natural resources on the basis of its origin, then on the basis of its stages of development and the usability. And today we will discuss about the division of the natural resources on the basis of the renewabilities. So children, let us see here what is given in this book. Here it is said that on the basis of renewability, natural resources can be divided into the two parts. What were the two parts? The first one is the renewable and the second one is the non-renewable. So let us see here what is the renewable resources. Here it is said that the resources that can be renewed or replenished quickly. It means to say here that the resources that can be renewed means that we can be renewed means to say that the replacement that can be renewed or replenished quickly are known as the renewable resources. Replenish means to say to make full or to complete it again is known as the renewable resources. These resources are unlimited, like the solar energy, water energy, wind energies, and to some extent plant and shrubs are the example of the renewable resources. So we can include plant and shrubs also in the renewable resources. Why we use means why we used it? Because it can be plant are the plant can be said to be renewable resources because it can be used repeatedly and easily, and naturally it can be replaced, and they can be replaced through how we can replace it through like the farming, like saving seeds, breeding, etc. Through this we can replace it. So it is also the renewable resources. So through water, soil, plant and shrub can be used over for a long period of time, but at the same time careless usage of these resources may affect their stock. Means if we can use it careless in a careless way, if we use it over the means what it to be say to be too much, then it is also the stock may be also affected. So we have to be use it in a limited way. This is called the renewable resources. Now the non-renewable resources. Children, non-renewable resources are those that have a limited stock. Means that have the limited stock, like we can give the example like the coal, petroleum. These are the limited. So we can say here that these resources soon or later be used up. If these resources are once exhausted means if it is unfinished or if it is completed, then they cannot be replenished in a short period of time. Then it cannot be replenished, it cannot be renewed for a short period of time. Example, you can take that like the petroleums, because metal, minerals, it take a long period of time for the renewables. So here it is said that they may be therefore endanger the future of the next generation. In the book you will get the example here, like metals and minerals are the best example of the non-renewable resources. So children, you have understood what is the renewable and the non-renewable differences. Renewable resources means to say that it can be renewed or replenished quickly, and the non-renewable resources are those resources that have the limited resources and that cannot be renewed in a short period of time. Now our next topic is, it is given here, the division of natural resources on the basis of distributions. On the basis of distribution, here it is said that the natural resources, it is also divided into the two parts. What were the two parts? The first part is the ubiquitous and the localized. Ubiquitous resources are those resources that are found everywhere on the earth. Example like land, air, soil, etc. These are the example of the ubiquitous resources. And localized resources, it means to say here that those resources that are found at a certain place are called the localized resources. Different metals and minerals like iron, copper, gold, silver, etc. These are the example of the localized resources. So these are the two type of resources that are divided on the basis of distribution. First one is the ubiquitous resources and second one is the localized resources. Ubiquitous resources means to say that is found in everywhere like land, water, soil, these all. And the second one is the localized resources. It means to say here that are found at a certain place is called the localized resources. So up to here, is it clear, children? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you, students.